Hello fellow songsters, this week I listened to nothing but the band Gorillaz and tried to write a similar style song. Now if you're unfamiliar with the band, they are a animated virtual band with huge hits like Feel Good, boom, 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 Feel Good, boom, 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 and I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine. In a bag I'm useless, but not for long, the future is coming on. And of course, it's coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up, it's there! And this week I'm going to share 5 songwriting tips that I learned while listening to the band. Tip number 1 I learned was that the Gorillaz combined all sorts of different genres together. Sometimes they would combine pop music with dub reggae music, they would combine hip-hop with acoustic music, and then sometimes they would come at you with an orchestral piece that had punk rock elements to it. This whole band was sort of just a celebration of all different genres of music. Tip number 2, instrumentation. The basics of Gorillaz consisted of drums, bass, guitar, piano, and vocals, but they had no limits to what they could do on their recordings because it wasn't a real band with 4 members playing 4 instruments. It was many people playing many different instruments. Full choirs, full orchestras, and instruments from all over the world were used in the Gorillaz recordings. So don't limit yourself to just instruments that you know. Maybe try something new. And what I did with my song this week was I used my bass guitar and scratched the strings to make it sound like a DJ on a record. I thought that was so cool. I've never done that before, so I threw it in the song. Tip number 3, collaborations. One of the most unique features about this virtual band was that anybody could come in as a musician and sing a verse, or rap a verse, or even just play a different instrument in the recordings. This completely changes the sound of the band when there's such a wide range of musicians in rotation. Tip number 4, the vocal delivery. Damon Albarn, the lead singer, the lead songwriter, and creator of this band, has a very unique vocal delivery. It's almost as if a depressed chimpanzee is on tranquilizers, like in the song Feel Good. Love forever, love is free, let's turn forever, you and me. It has a lot of vocal fry in the voice. It's one of their trademark sounds of the band. Tip number 5, lyrics. A lot of the lyrics have to deal with big world problems. Like sometimes it's about gun violence, it's about pollution, or it's about war, about loneliness, about greed. But if you can follow that track, most of it is about the problems of the world. But also a little glimmer of hope on how to fix it and how we can all come together through song and dance and maybe fix our problems. So those are lyrical ideas if you want to sound like Gorillaz. I chose to write something a little bit different. I chose to write my song about a television show on HBO called Westworld, where Anthony Hopkins plays this character, Dr. Robert Ford, who created this theme park, this amusement park, where robot hosts serve the human guests. And lots of drama happens and takes place, and it's kind of a psychological thriller. You don't know what's happening, what's real, what's fantasy, and where this story is going. And it felt really dark watching that show, so that's where I got a little bit of that Gorillaz influence. So anyways, without any further ado, here's my brand new original song, Ford, Are You in Control? Please enjoy the following.
feeling, spitting on my ear skills. Send you up a thrill, build a bit back the script, spill, open up the deal, feeling, rubbing up a shield, feel. Don't tell me how to ride, I smack your head up right. I figured that you'd be fat like a vilified nightlight. Travel through my mind, but I'm on a dog, I'm on a bar, I'm on a bite. Oh, foot, are you in control from your digital infernal cloud? Are you telling the story to make your mama proud?
Hey, thanks for listening to my brand new original song. Ford, Are You in Control is available at benaaronmusic.com under the album titled Earth. Today I hope you learned a little bit about one of my favorite bands, Gorillaz, and maybe I inspired you to create your own original genre-shattering song. And if you like this video, give it the old thumbs up. And if you want to learn more about the songwriting process, please subscribe to this channel because next week I'm going to be studying Elvis Costello, one of the greatest songwriters of our times. Very underrated in my opinion. And don't forget to leave a comment for me to sing like these beautiful comments from last week's video. Yellow's great, love living thing. You make me want to be a better commenter. Jeff had some cool lights up on stage, impressively crafted. ELO is one of my favorite groups. You really found your inner Jeff Lynne. I remember the early ELO stuff, which was kinda freaky. ELO are awesome, I saw them at a huge stadium venue back in the 80s. The EOL stage featured a huge white spaceship. Yeah.